Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to the upcoming Honda Prelude concept. Yes, it's a concept car, but it kind of touches my heart because back in the day, I really used to appreciate and love the Honda Prelude that existed prior. So I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this car and also what this concept is showing here at the 2023 Los Angeles Auto Show. So what we can see from this concept is styling. And also, according to Honda, this new Prelude concept says that Honda is still serious about high performance and fun vehicles, but also vehicles that will have a hybrid powertrain. Yes, we don't have a lot of specifications from Honda, but Honda does say this will be a hybrid powertrain, not all electric. And the styling is pretty wild, as you can kind of see. It's nice and low. You have a really interesting lower grille here, but there's not a humongous grille. I love the blue accents, by the way. I think it's a great, nice little touch. The car next to it here at the show, I just want to briefly show you, it's the new Type R 2023 model. And this has a lot of red accents. And of course, it's a turbocharged beast, right? So not really a hybrid performance vehicle. So, and Prelude has always been a technological showcase for Honda back in the day. So let's just keep walking around the back of the car. And so you could see the silhouette. You could see kind of design direction for this vehicle. It's rolling on these 20-inch wheels. Very kind of blacked out look, and of course blue painted calipers. So they're kind of showing a little bit of a new style and design here. By the way, Honda says that the Prelude will start production. It will be a real car that will be on sale, but we still don't know if it's coming to the US. But this is kind of a good sign because it's at Los Angeles Auto Show, and I think they want to see the feedback from you guys. Do you want to see something like this on sale from Honda? The first generation Honda began in 1978, and there was 5 generations of this car. And back then, in the 70s and the 80s, and there was not an Acura brand, especially in the US. So the Prelude, there was always the Civic, the Accord, and the Prelude back then. And the Prelude was always the technological showcase, which had one of the original torque vectoring systems for power. It had one of the original 4-wheel steering systems for Honda. So it was kind of the spearhead for the brand, and it was showing what was possible for the brand. So if I'm reading between the lines here, because we don't have any power specs on this car, if I was to read between the lines, I would say that Honda really wants to take this car and kind of push the boundary of the hybrid, right? So they already pushed the boundaries, like I said, with the Type R, with a turbocharged engine. But what if they could push the boundaries of performance and fun with this Prelude? So what else do we know? We know that the Accord hybrid is currently here, and they're working on next generations of those systems. And we're thinking actually of low 200 horsepower levels. 205, maybe 220, 230, 240, something like this. Because this could be a small and nimble car. It doesn't need maybe monstrous power. So this is my guess. Of course, like I said, we can't even look inside of this car right now. It's kind of blacked out and has no concept interior. Yeah, you can check it out. So the reason why I'm saying low 200 horsepower range is because kind of that's their latest hybrid technology, and that's their latest hybrid power level. And might as well wrap it into a nice, really sporty and fun package. By the way, I was checking tire sizes. Let's look at the tire in the back here. This is actually gathering a lot of attention. You can kind of see here 245, 35, ZR20. So this is a 20-inch wheel, 245, 35, and I believe the tires are identical front to back, so it's not a staggered tire size for this performance car. Obviously still has a fuel door. I'm assuming this is a fuel door. I'm assuming it's not a plug-in. And I also love this little rear spoiler. You can kind of see, there's a little bit of, you can see some air right between here. So I think that's a really nice touch. And a lot of manufacturers are doing this LED strip down in the back of the car. And I let me know what you think in the comments below, but I really love it in person. Low slung rear end. Of course, we can't really see any exhaust pipes. It is a concept. So it is just a concept car. So we can't really draw any conclusions from looking underneath it. But it's a nice little swoopy coupe with a little bit of carbon fiber, even on the roof. So they're lightweighting the roof of this car, which is a nice touch. You want to keep, of course, as much weight as low as possible in the car. And if it does have a hybrid system, then you can keep that battery down low and keep the weight down, make it handle amazing. So, Zach, how about this? How about we take a look? I mean, we kind of looked a little bit at the Type R. There's a couple of other Civics, because this is kind of related to a Civic in my mind because it's a little bit smaller. That's about 315 horsepower. Let's show a little bit more of the Type R. By the way, I love this color and I love the rear wing. Let's see the rear wing. This is sweet. There's a little windshield rear glass wiper here. Triple exhaust pipes. Yeah, this is really sweet. So of course, their Civic lineup is really, really broad, and they have various options of this car. Let's see if this is open. Lots of space here as well, but of course, it's not a two-door. It's not a two-door like the Prelude concept. And then there's another Civic over here. Excuse us. This is the Civic Touring. So of course they have a full lineup, and they're also introducing their electrified vehicles as well. You can kind of see behind us, right there, there's a Prologue. By the way, we'll be doing more with Prologue, right, Zach? So that's coming up very soon, in about January timeframe. We'll be able to hopefully drive it. And we'll hear this. So I do miss the Prelude, especially the later generations of it. The 4th and the 5th gens were, I think, some of the most special cars that I was able to witness when I was in college and high school during those times. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Check out otfl.com for everything automotive, especially all the news here from the show in one place, otfl.com. Thanks a lot.